last title offense here on CBS.
May 22nd of 1982, Alexis Arguello defending his WBC lightweight crown for the 4th time against the hard-punching Andy Gannigan from Honolulu, Hawaii. In the first round, Gannigan stuns the champion with a left hand that sends him to the canvas. Later, Arguello said he was more embarrassed than hurt. Then in the 3rd round, it was the champion's turn. A sneaky right hand sends Gannigan to the canvas, and he is up quickly as well. But in the 4th round, the champion has now figured out the awkward punching Gannigan and has taken the fight away from him. Here in round 5, he's pouring it on, and a battered and beaten Gannigan goes to the canvas in his own corner. Another knockout, number 61 on the career dossier for Alexis Arguello. And after the fight, Arguello had an announcement for us that surprised even his own handlers and management.
I want you to be the first person to know that I talked to my manager tonight. I'm gonna be moving to the junior welterweight because I really feel that I can give 100% in my natural weight. And I think from now on we're gonna fight in junior welterweight.
140 pounds. If you won that championship, you would be the only man ever to win titles in 4 different weight divisions. You want that, don't you?
Well, I really gonna try. I'm gonna do the best I can, and I promise. I hope that the 4th title shot could be in CBS.
Well, Gil Clancy, Alexis Arguello says that he's most comfortable at 140 pounds. What do you think?
I agree with Arguello. He has the frame, the height, and the punching power. The extra 5 pounds should prove no problem at all.
Well, of course, in order to get to Aaron Pryor, that's his target. He's got to get by a young man by the name of Kevin Rooney.
Well, the last fight that Arguello lost was to Villamar Fernandez. Fernandez beat him by moving around, throwing punches in bunches, and then killing the clock. Kevin Rooney is not a big puncher. I don't think he can hurt Arguello. He's going to have to try to steal the rounds and steal the fight.
Okay, well, with us again as a special guest commentator is a welterweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. And last Sunday, Ray, we talked about Thomas Hearns moving up in weight. Gil thinks that at 5'10", that Arguello should be comfortable at 140. What about you?
Well, Tim, I can reiterate on Clancy's statement. The fact that Arguello, he has the frame to carry that weight. I don't think it's going to present any problem whatsoever.
One thing that one must wonder, I guess, is that while he's looking ahead at winning the 4th title, the first man in boxing history to achieve that, he's got to fight here this afternoon.
Well, the drive is there because he wants 4 crowns, but I think he can't overlook the desire of Kevin Rooney.
Kevin Rooney, of course, is a young man that has lost only once in 20 professional fights, primarily as a welterweight. He's ready at 140 today.
Rooney, seen here beating Marvin Jenkins, is a busy boxer who thinks he may surprise Arguello if the fight goes the distance.
Arguello is considered a bit of a slow starter, but I feel that it's in my favor because it's only 10 rounds. He's known from the 11th to the 15th to really start to come on, so I feel that it's only 10 rounds, so after 10 rounds, fight's over with, and I should have a decision.
Here comes Kevin Rooney into the ring here at Bally's Park Place Hotel. He comes from the Cus D'Amato training camp. D'Amato, of course, well known as the mentor of heavyweight champion Floyd Patterson, light heavyweight champion Jose Torres. And Rooney, a college graduate, has picked up a coterie of celebrity followers who are boxing fans. And one of them is here today, Dustin Hoffman, the actor, along with the writer Pete Hamill, another gentleman who's followed Rooney's career, born in the Bronx, raised in Staten Island, and now lives up in Catskill, New York, where he can stay close to Cus D'Amato and his trainer Teddy Atlas, a D'Amato disciple. Here comes the WBC lightweight champion, Alexis Arguello, born in Managua, Nicaragua, now living in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. And of course, this is the first fight for him at 140 pounds, as he hopes to be fighting Aaron Pryor for a WBA junior welterweight title. If he can win that, he will be the first man in boxing history to win titles in 4 different weight divisions. He is one of the most popular boxers in the world today, and the crowd is just now recognizing him as he comes into the ballroom here at Bally's. His wife Loretto and his 2 sons are here as well. reception. We will be back with round one of this 10-round junior welterweight bout in just a moment.
Curtis.
With this 10-round junior welterweight bout, let's go up to the ring announcer, Ed Darian.
Welcome to Top Rank Incorporated in association with Bally's Park Place Casino as they present the scheduled 10-round junior welterweight non-title bout. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round junior welterweight bout, referee Larry Hazard. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with the green trim, he is weighing in at an even 140 pounds. This young man has a record of 19 wins, 1 loss with 7 knockouts. He is a native of Staten Island, New York, and now residing in Catskill, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Kevin Rooney. Wearing the all-blue trunks. He is weighing in at 140 1/4 pounds. This gentleman has a record of 75 wins, 4 losses, with 61 knockouts. He is a native of Managua, Nicaragua, and now residing in Miami, Florida, the World Boxing Council lightweight champion. Here is Alexis Arguello.
So we are about ready to go with the tail of the tape upcoming here as we look at the lightweight champion of the world, Alexis Arguello, 30 years of age, weighed in at 140 1/4. Kevin Rooney at 140 pounds. Now bear in mind, Rooney has been campaigning as a welterweight, so he had to come down to make this fight. And Alexis Arguello, a 1/4 pound over, as agreed upon by the managers of both camps, give or take a pound at 140. It was 1940 that Henry Armstrong, who at the time was the featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight champion of the world all at the same time, tried to add the middleweight crown, and he fought a 10-round draw for the championship against Seferino Garcia. No fighter has ever won 4 titles. Arguello hopes that this will be the beginning of the path to that unfulfilled ambition. And Kevin Rooney, of course, an opportunity to move into the ranks of the 140-pounders or of the welterweights where he is unranked. Seeing his opportunity here today, he has lost only once, and that was to Davey Moore. He was even after 6 rounds. It was stopped on cuts in the 7th. And, of course, Moore is now the WBA junior middleweight champion at 154 pounds. So that's not a bad blemish on his record. Arguello in blue, Rooney in white.
Tim, Kevin Rooney started out by crowding Arguello. He's not moving side to side. I think he's going to try to outpunch Arguello, which to me would be a fatal mistake.
I would agree, Gil. I think there's 2 ways to beat Arguello. The fact to hop right on him and hurt him in the first round, earlier rounds, or either outbox him. I think with Rooney, the best thing he should do is smother Arguello's punches. If he stands in front of him, he's in trouble.
Well, that's what he's doing right now, Ray. He's winging himself, and he's never been known as a puncher. He landed a pretty good right hand right on Arguello's chin.
Rooney, the aggressor in the early goring, and Arguello, known as somewhat of a slow starter, having to be busy as a counterpuncher here against the Rooney attack.
Tim, you're only a slow starter if the other fellow leaves you alone. But Rooney's right on top of Arguello, and he's making Arguello put it into high gear right away.
The referee is Larry Hazard. He will figure in the scoring here on the round system in New Jersey with judges Charles Spina and Harold Letterman. So Rooney showing a little respect for the punching power of Arguello at 140 pounds, has been walking in and winging right from the opening bell.
Rooney's the type of fighter, he's very awkward in style. He comes in, hands close together, gloves protecting his chin. But Arguello, we found out that he's effective with the punches thrown under.
A little blood from the nose of Kevin Rooney, nothing serious, but showing that Arguello, as usual, has been on target. Under a minute to go, round 1.
That was a little south of the border, Tim, but it was an effective body punch by Arguello.
Watching him train against a welterweight
final day of sparring on Thursday, he certainly looked like he could still throw with power and effectiveness at 140.
He has landed some big punches already this round, Tim.
Well, the question with Rooney, forgetting about his boxing ability, whether or not coming down in weight from 147 to 140 will affect him.
Well, his trainer, Customato, said that it didn't bother him at all. He said he was working out at 141, 142 all week in the gym, and he was in great shape.
Under 20 seconds to go now in round number 1.
You notice how Arguello is placing those body shots. They look like lazy punches, but they take everything out of you.
Final seconds of the first round with Rooney banging away. Round number 2, Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy, Sugar Ray Leonard, Alexis Arguello up at 140 pounds for the first time in his career. And Kevin Rooney again comes right out at the opening bell trying to put pressure on Arguello, and that is having Arguello retaliate very effectively and very busily.
But Tim, you notice now Arguello's got to go to the body with that left hook. He'll dig to the body and come back through the head, because by then Rooney would have stood up.
Oh, there's a solid right hand landed by Arguello.
Rooney's hurt.
Back on his heels.
He's hurt.
Another right hand lands from Arguello.
Picture-perfect punches by Arguello. That right hand is as straight as an arrow.
Rooney's starting to wear down now. And again, Arguello goes to the body, brings him up.
Another big right hand that wobbled Rooney.
He brings him back up. Body shots, and then he comes over with the right hand.
Rooney makes no attempt at all to go side to side or move out of the range. He's trying to outpunch Arguello, and he's no big puncher. But he's a tough kid.
He has been shaken twice, has not gone down. We're in the second round. But Arguello has hardly missed a punch he has thrown. He's been deadly accurate. Rooney staying there with him, as Gil Clancy and Ray Leonard pointing out. He's really an easy target at this point.
Well, again, you'll see Arguello go back to the body, because he knows pretty well that's what hurts Rooney and sets him up.
Arguello's been able to block almost everything Rooney has thrown in this round. Rooney got through a couple of shots in the first round, but I don't recall one landing here in the second.
Tim, any aspiring amateur fighter should really watch Arguello, the way he throws that right hand. He drops it right at the other fella's chest, and it hits him on the chin. Comes in straight as an arrow.
A minute to go, round 2. Right hand lead by Rooney got through. Rooney gamely holding his ground and trying to punch back, but he's taken the shots, and Arguello's been blocking most of his.
Arguello drops one right hand on the chin and brings it right back down underneath. There it was underneath again.
Under 30 seconds to go in the second round, scheduled for 10.
Well, we mentioned would Arguello have the same punching power as 140 pounders. So far, he's landed some big bombs, and Rooney's still standing.
Final seconds of this second round. Oh, big right hand, and down goes Rooney. A tremendous straight right hand by Alexis Arguello, dropping Rooney right above our broadcast position. He will not get up. It is all over. A second round KO. First man over to see Kevin Rooney is Alexis Arguello. He is concerned about this young man. It was a straight right hand that caught him flush on the chin.
It was a beautiful setup right hand that he threw, Tim. Arguello worked the body of Rooney, weakened his man, set him up, brought his chin up. The overhand right did the damage.
Arguello is still anxiously overlooking Rooney. The doctor is in there, Frank Doggett and his staff, and now Rooney struggling to get up. And the doctor's just saying, relax, we've got everything under control here, but Rooney is sitting up. And finally, Alexis has gone to his corner to be attended to by his handlers, but he was concerned. A big right-hand shot that dropped Rooney right on the seat of his pants.
Tim, I think this should dispel any fears that Arguello would not be a hard puncher at 140 pounds. Anybody he hits with that right hand at 140 pounds is going to go. I don't care who they are.
Well, different point of view about that, which we may solicit.
Now, Aaron may say he's not going to hit me with that punch, but believe me, anybody that he hits with that straight right hand is going to go, because Kevin Rooney has a good chin.
Well, that's a fight I want to see with Aaron Pryor and Arguello, because I think this is going to be a good fight, contrasting styles. I like Arguello.
I remember Ray Leonard when there was talk about an Aaron Pryor, Sugar Ray Leonard fight, and you told us that you really wanted to fight Pryor because he had been built into such a hard punching kind of a guy that everybody thinks was the most dangerous guy in the game today.
That's true, Tim. That's the reason I can't wait until that fight is signed.
All right. Well, here is Kevin Rooney now being assisted to the stool, and it's a little hard to see him with this crowd in the ring, but he is apparently all right. We're happy to report that. Alexis Arguello coming over once again to make sure that his opponent, Kevin Rooney, is okay. A knockout victory, his first at 140 pounds for the lightweight champion of the WBC, Alexis Arguello, whose next fight now figures to be Aaron Pryor for the WBA Junior Welterweight Championship at 140 pounds. Now we're going to go back into that second round. There is Kevin Rooney, and you can see he is talking and is all right. And again, there is Arguello over to see him. Typical gesture of sportsmanship on Arguello's part. Let's go back into the action in round number 2. And gentlemen, let's see if we can pick up the no. Wow, we didn't have much to pick up. It was just a perfectly executed right hand, Ray.
Oh, beautiful right hand, set up by body shots, which weaken Rooney. And here we have another shot of the knockdown or knockout as Arguello. He's slipping punches, the left jab, and followed by an overhand right. That was a beautiful punch.
Absolutely a classical 1-2 by the champion Arguello, fighting his first fight at 140 pounds.